Black Plum, Big Plum was cornered. Her attackers mocked her, saying her resistance was quite strong. They told her there was nowhere to escape and to come over quietly. They promised to make her feel so good she would ascend to heaven. She struggled, but then something changed. She looked back. One of her captors noticed something was wrong. Then a strike. She broke free and ran. She leaped from the cliff. One of the men remarked that she really jumped. This girl was quite resolute. Black Plum, Big Plum contacted Qin Feng. She told him there was no need to save her anymore. She had already died and returned to town. It was painful, but it was a good thing that their party's tradable lifespans were all on. Captain Wang Meng Qin Feng told her to wait for him there. He would pass the stuff to her. She thanked him and said he had worked hard. Qin Feng checked his evolution points. 210 points remained. As expected, it was not that simple. The higher the skill level, the more evolution points it consumed to evolve. He decided to raise his attacking skills. The higher his damage, the stronger the boss he could fight, and the better loot he could receive. He evolved Instant Shadow / twice more, raising it from Platinum to Jade to Diamond. The flash distance increased to 27 meters. Invisibility state lasted 9 seconds. It dealt 7 slashes to all enemies along the way. Slash length increased to 4.1 meters. Every slash now dealt 300 additional damage. He used 2, 3, and 5 evolution points, leaving 3 points. He also evolved Backstab Enhancement from normal to bronze to silver to gold. When launching, backstab damage increased by 30%. After evolving Instant Shadow / twice, its damage doubled. Even if not in stealth mode and not breaking stealth, he could deal 3000 damage. If stealth was broken and a backstab was performed, the total damage from 7 slashes could reach 6000 to 7000. He examined his loot from the Golden Ghost Ship. Gold tier bosses normally dropped 2 to 4 silver equipment, with a small chance of dropping gold equipment, but due to the effects of Greedy Hand, he received 11 gold equipment and skill books, 2 platinum equipment, and 1 platinum skill book. 3 of them could be used by assassin types. The Ghost Ship dual blades were platinum tier assassin class weapons. Attack plus 136, agility plus 22, attack speed plus 24%, plus 17 armor penetration. The equipment requirement was level 5. Its unique effect was that every normal attack would deal damage twice. He noted that this effect was not very useful since he basically always used his skills to deal damage. But the base attack of this weapon was quite high, and there was also 22 points of agility. Attack speed would also increase skill casting speed and reduce skill recovery time, making it not entirely useless. The armor-piercing properties also had quite high benefits. He also obtained Ghostfire Leather Armor, Gold Tier, Physical Defense plus 25, Fire Elemental Resistance plus 50, Damage Block plus 14, Health plus 419. The equipment requirement was level 5. Leveling up had not increased his constitution yet. His current health was at 350, and this equipment actually added 419 health directly. When he wore this, most players now could not even break his defense. He made his defensive equipment invisible and used the starting appearance of the assassin class. This way, others would not be able to see his equipment with their eyes, and would have to enter the game interface to check. The last piece was a skill book, Ghost, Shadow Blur, Gold Tier, Assassin Class Skill. Its passive granted a 15% dodge rate. Dodge activation granted immunity to all damage. He recalled that this skill was considered very weak in his past life because it was very difficult to increase dodge rate in this game. If one spent effort to raise dodge rate, their other attributes would be low. If dodge was not activated, it would be very dangerous. But he was different. He could evolve skills infinitely. While raising dodge rate, he would not sacrifice other attributes. There were only benefits for him. He learned the skill. It was time to return. The remaining items were all warrior, priest, and archer items. He could sell them at a 10% discount to Wang Meng, although they could not afford it now. With Wang Meng's personality, he could definitely sell them on credit. This big upgrade was all thanks to Little Black. Without this coin, he would not have found a level 5 golden ghost ship to attack. He must really thank her. As he walked through the forest, players spotted him. It was Shadow. Panic spread. Some ran, shouting not to block them. Others begged not to be left behind. One man screamed, telling Shadow not to come near. Shadow ignored those cries and simply slashes at them. Mob Boss A begged for mercy. He said he was wrong and would not do it again. He called him brother, expert, daddy. He said he only had less than 1 year of lifespan left. Qin Feng responded coldly. When he attacked others, did he think about his own fate first? He struck. A system notification appeared. He had killed too many players. He received 1 layer of killer status. Currently at the first layer of killer status, 75% of current lifespan would be lost upon death. He was unconcerned. He had the Ghostfire Bell. If he was careless and died once, he would not lose any lifespan. He returned to Shell Town. Players noticed him. It was Shadow. He had returned after killing a gold boss. Some speculated that he must have exploited bugs to solo the boss, which was why it did not drop anything. Others wondered why he was not wearing any equipment. A group approached him. Their leader Shen Xiao apologized. He said it was their mistake. They had bought an assassin skill book using their lifespan. He offered it as a peace offering, hoping Shadow would accept it and let bygones be bygones. The skill book was Impale, common tier assassin class skill. It was a single target skill. Upon hitting, it added 20 points of attack and caused a 2-second stun. Cooldown was 22 seconds. It was a control skill. Qin Feng accepted it. After he left, Xian Xiao's men complained. They had been killed by him and yet they had to give him a skill book. Was this not too cowardly? When had they ever been treated like this? They suggested using their connections to gather people. With everyone contributing, even a single spit from each of them could drown him. Why should they be afraid? Xian Xiao silenced them. He explained that Shadow was growing so fast and leveled up by himself. He must have a huge secret. As long as they found him in real life and kidnapped him, not only would they learn this secret, they could even make him their slave to gather lifespan for them. His men praised his plan. One suggested having the family send a woman over to try and get information out of him. When he heard Shadow's voice just now, it sounded very foreign. He was definitely not within their circle, which meant this guy was very poor. Xian Xiao agreed. They would find a professional beauty. He did not believe Shadow would not fall into their trap. Qin Feng found Black Plum, Big Plum in town. He told her to accept the trade. He gave her some items. She was thrilled. She thanked him profusely, though she reminded him again that she was called Big Plum, not Little Black. She examined the items. This skill, this necklace they had, instantly multiplied her damage several times, and her mana regeneration had more than doubled. She thanked him again. He told her she was welcome. He was just following their agreement. He asked her to give him the space ring. She handed it over. She mentioned that when she was escaping in the forest, she discovered an underground cave. It seemed to be the entrance to a ruin. She asked if he was interested. First, it was the Golden Ghost Ship. Now, a ruin entrance. It was really beneficial to become friends with this girl. Sincerity was mutual. If he had not given 2 gold equipment, perhaps she would not have told him this information. With the space ring, his inventory finally reached 27 slots. He asked where Wang Meng was. Once he sold the items to them, he would go to the ruins to take a look. She told him that the captain and the rest had gone to train the new priest. They would not be back anytime soon. She had marked the ruins entrance on the map. There was a stone slab on the ground behind the bushes. She moved the slab away and hid inside while escaping. But she had only walked a few steps inside when she heard screams from within. She was so terrified she ran away. Otherwise, she would not have been caught by those guys. He said he understood. He would head over to the ruins right now and trade with Wang Meng when he got back. Before she could respond, he was gone. He considered his options. He originally wanted to find some place to grind to level 10, but since there was a ruin, there was no need to grind. There were mainly 3 types of ruins that would appear in a beginner's town: tombs, cursed ruins, and temples of faith. No matter what kind of ruins it was, the small mobs were all bronze tier. There might even be some silver tier monsters. To him, they were a sea of lifespan and evolution points.
Hope you enjoyed the recap. Smash that like button if you did, and subscribe for more. See you next time.